And so welcome to episode 10 of my WWE 2K19 Universe mode. I'm only going to be doing uploading this episode today because I'm going out tonight. I won't have time to record and upload Raw. So that's why, I don't know, I'm just going to explain that. There's no reason why, it's just I'm going out tonight for like birthday drinks because it was my birthday last Wednesday and I want to get drunk at the weekend because I didn't get to do it during the week. So basically, this is going to be the only show tonight. Probably will be one show tomorrow due to me probably being hungover as well. So I don't. I'll try and get back into a rhythm where I do two a day, but I don't know. Things might get busy in the coming weeks because I've got a job interview. Possibly will get the job. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna not talk too much because we've got a show to run. We've got NXT UK. So last week we saw Mustache Mountain win the NXT UK Tag Team Championships, and they get a rest this week. But there's no rest for the other teams as two members of Imperium will take on the Forgotten Sons. This I'll explain this in a second because I got other matches as part of the story of this, and then we've got Rhea Ripley versus Tegan Knox. Just more shuffling around the NXT UK Women's Division really. And then we've got, this is what I'm talking about. We've got Mark Coffey versus Zack Gibson. And then we've got Joe Coffey versus James Drake. As you can see, the managers disappear because Mark Coffey and Zack Gibson will be tired from their match. And basically, this is like sort of a foreshadowing. Next week, we'll have Gallus taking on the Grizzled Young Veterans to face the winner of Imperium versus Forgotten Sons. And the winner of that match will face Mustache Mountain in the NXT TakeOver UK. If that makes sense. But anyway, main event will face Pete Dunne for the UK Championship. I haven't decided when that match will take place. It'll definitely take place before NXT TakeOver UK. The winner of this will face Pete Dunne for that UK Championship, so that should be interesting as well. But basically, I hope I've explained it well enough. Without any further ado, we're going to get into the show. We've got Aichner and Barthel against Cutler and Blake.
And what a lineup on this card, starting with a bang.
This is going to take ages to load all the matches as usual because everyone's accustomed. Literally everyone's accustomed on this match. There's no non-customs on this match card even, I should say. Anyway, let's go into it. Started off with a massive tag team match. After last week's tag team title match, these guys are probably battered, but of course both these teams want to be tag team champions. I want to face Mustache Mountain and defeat them, I guess. NXT UK TakeOver. I don't know which team to go. I'm gonna go Imperium, I think. Aichner and Barthel versus Cutler and Blake. No Jackson Riker tonight. Interesting. I'm not sure why he's not here. Maybe because I forgot to put him at ringside. He's one of the Forgotten Sons. But yeah, every match will take ages to load tonight because, of course, everyone's accustomed. So I apologise for the long loading times. I'm also trying to keep track of the Man United score as well because Man United are playing Inter Milan. And we'll see the result of that. And keep track of who wins the matches, obviously, as always. Ugh. Just try to find my pen. I don't know. Finally loading in, I think. Well, the bar's at the end anyway. But anyway, episode 10. We're in double figures now. And yes, we've actually got an NXT UK arena this time. I remembered to do it. We've got Fabian Aichner, Marcel, Barthel.
combined weight of 411
Two members of
pounds,
Imperium.
and Marcel Barthel.
What a great match we have here to start off this night, guys. And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener.
Now, what's interesting here is Imperium could be tag team champions, and Walter could be UK champion. We've also got Pete Dunne, who also could be UK champion, and Mustache Mountain, who are UK tag team champions, which is, I don't know, intriguing in my mind. Here come the opponents of the Imperium, the Forgotten Sons.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of
Can't remember which one of them it was. I think it was Blake. Put on a hell of a fight against both the members of Mustache Mountain. It's part of the last few in that Fatal 4 elimination tag team match, but in the end, I think it was a Tyler driver, multiple Tyler drivers, that kept Wesley Blake down to give Mustache Mountain the UK Tag Team Championships.
Plenty of star power in this tag team match, guys, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, Michael. In fact, if you ask me, all four of these competitors have
So the winner
to be top single stars
of these, or of this tag team match, the winners, the tag team that wins, basically, I can't speak English. The tag team that wins will face either Gallus or the Grizzled Young Veterans in a couple of weeks to determine who will face Mustache Mountain at TakeOver.
This is it. Tag team action underway here.
Aichner and Cutler
all the budding
starting the match. And a lockup. I've actually remembered to put the timers on. I forgot to do it to 205 Live, but I remembered for this episode. Aichner with early advantage. Cutler and Blake going to be beaten up, as are Aichner and Barthel. It was a brutal match. Missing all my strikes, and then Cutler versus me. Barthel sneaks out. Now Aichner took advantage in the corner. And the two members of Imperium starting off strong. Crowd chanting NXT. Super kick blocked by Cutler. And they're looking to tag in Wesley Blake, possibly. No, Wesley Blake get involved. Inverted suplex. And now Barthel getting involved as well. And this is just all gone to hell.
He's in a bad spot, guys.
I'm thinking I'm going to keep countouts off for tag team matches, because I also forget to change the setting. I feel like it's more fun that way anyway. Tag team matches can go more out of control.
When you talk about great tag teams,
Both members of Imperium teeing off now. Now Aichner and Barthel back in control. German suplex by Aichner. Marcel Barthel back on the apron to be tagged in. Cutler doesn't have that luxury, and now Wesley Blake is back on the apron. And I think Cutler will try and make a tag. Barthel blocks it in the inverted DDT. And both of these teams pretty strongly disliked.
I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent. If it's Raw or SmackDown Live, I think it's too personal.
We'll face another. There's going to be another tag team match next week against two other teams that are strongly disliked. And the winner of that will face a team that are loved. So there's kind of an imbalance here, really. Barthel.
And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team
Hurricane Rana. Really a British maneuver, but well, anything in NXT UK. Last week's episode of NXT UK was insanely good. We had Nina Samuels and Kaylee Ray tearing the house down to open the show. And then if it couldn't get any better, we had the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Elimination match. On top of the show, we had a hard-hitting main event between Wolfgang and Pete Dunne. That's what NXT UK you want to be a part of. Barthel in the corner now. Cutler with a clothesline. Just smashing Barthel's head off the canvas. On the arm as well. So like I said, I'm only doing one episode today due to the fact that I'm going out later. And I don't have enough time to do 2. I don't have enough time to record them, but I won't be able to upload Raw.
Not going to be good. I can tell you that.
So I'm just going to leave it till tomorrow. I'm hungover. I did a reversal and it counted my reversal, and then I didn't get up because it went to the hot tag animation. Wesley Blake in control here. Spike probably taking the most punishment. Oh, out of nowhere, Barthel or Hurricane Rana. I was saying, yeah, Wesley Blake probably took the most punishment out of that fatal 4-way tag team elimination match last week. Drop down, leapfrog, drop kick by Barthel. No drop kick. And now looking to tag in. Back to Aichner. Who gets the tag. Uppercut by Fabian Aichner. Blake catching the leg, but Aichner fighting out of it. Trying to grapple, but Aichner avoiding. A German suplex. Back elbows from Blake. Front face lock now by the Forgotten Son. Kind of an interesting move to have an American team on the UK roster, but I thought they had enough tag teams on NXT and not enough on NXT UK. So I moved them across. Aichner sent to the outside.
Double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition,
Barthel getting involved.
Opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher.
Marcel, Barthel.
A team needs one, and it should be
Fabian
something
Aichner.
that can be administered to any opponent.
Taking complete control.
This move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have to a referee's 5 count to execute the move. Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown tag team champions were crowned.
Aichner taking advantage of Cutler getting back in, sorry, Blake getting back in the ring. Cutler calling for a tag. Aichner, shoulder tackle. Cutler interferes for the punch, although I think Fabian Aichner was looking for that cheap shot.
There was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add another
I'm
tag team
thinking better of it.
resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown
Strong
tag
Irish
team
whip.
champions. The team of Rhino
Knocks
and
down
Gibson,
Blake.
the team no one expected to be in the finals.
And now
So
Aichner
extra motivation because he was fighting for a
launches
WWE
Blake.
contract.
And at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in hand, but Rhino
Spinning kick by Aichner.
to lose. After a gore from Rhino practically cut Jimmy Uso in half.
As the Blake sneaks out the back body drop. And might want to tag into his partner. He does.
SmackDown tag team
Marcel, Barthel, obviously, with the more health
when a superstar
for
in a
Imperium.
tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must
DDT by Aichner.
tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the
Knees
ability
now.
to move and catch their breath.
Cutler takes maybe blows here.
Corey, you touched on this
But
before.
can also give him out, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Oh, miscommunication. Cutler what's his teammate this time? Blake moves off the apron just in case.
And time to make their way back to the corner.
You're absolutely right, Michael. What's the use of having a tag team partner if you're not able to get to them when you got a tag out of the match? Getting that separation is key.
Steve Cutler now
breaking any momentum
in control again of Aichner. Bit of miscommunication as you saw from the Forgotten Sons, but I think that's all patched up. Aichner just getting destroyed right now. Cutler admiring his handiwork. Admired for too long and a kick by Aichner.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this.
Steve Cutler. Cobra clutch slam.
Landed him.
But he's running on fumes here.
Drop kick attempt by Marcel Barthel. Right hand. Uh-oh.
Counter here. This is what makes it
Took
one of
the tag team finish on the illegal man, it looked like. Marcel. Oh, I'm mixing his names together. Marcel Barthel. He's given Aichner enough time to get back into this match. Spinning kick misses. Cutler avoids the signature. This is just an all-out brawl at this point. Cutler fight off both members of Imperium. For now, at least. Now Aichner is completely taken over again. Slam. And now top rope goes Fabian Aichner. Splash. And what a whirlwind match we've had so far. Both of teams obviously want to be NXT UK Tag Team Champions. Only one can be, and maybe even zero of them will be. And now tag into Barthel. Clothesline and the spear. Cutler tagging in Blake. And a boot by Blake. Right hand avoided by Barthel. Right hand by Barthel, blocked by Blake. These guys seem to know each other like the back of their hands. Blake locking the arm. A right hand to the abdomen by Marcel Barthel. Uppercut. Jawbreaker. Now Barthel has Wesley Blake exactly where he wants him. Or he had him anyway. Reversal now by Blake. Jawbreaker on Barthel.
What an amazing display.
Cover. And a kick out by Barthel.
And we continue.
High poke on Blake. Now Barthel wants to get off the ropes. We've seen this already this match. We'll see it again. Hurricane Rana. Uppercut.
And that one drops him. Somebody's on a mission tonight.
Wesley Blake grapples out. Out of the ring. Goes Blake down to Barthel. Tell Blake these are tag titles. Oh boy. Oh boy. That could register Blake out of the match for good. DDT on the apron. 906 replays. I think Blake is done. Covered by Marcel Barthel.
There's the cover. Can he do it?
Cutler saves it at the last minute. Right hand by Cutler. This is not the position the Imperium want to be in.
These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely
blocked by Barthel. Drop kick avoided. Sidewalk slam.
He is finished.
Headlock now by Wesley Blake. Barthel still enough power to get out. Elbows. Separate the hold. Into the corner. No. Fabian Aichner comes in. I don't know why I switched targets to my teammate there, but
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
blocked by Blake. Atomic drop. Blocked by Aichner. And this time, set out powerbomb connects. Will that do the job? Will that do justice? Marcel's taking the ref out. Aichner has a chair. Blake reverses.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men.
And the ref's back in now. Back into consciousness, I mean.
Bad spot for him to be in here, guys. He's got to do something to get back.
Aichner dropping Blake down.
Are we going to see the tag? Oh,
Cutler.
the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Got caught straight with the Irish whip.
He's fighting back here. I expected nothing less, Cole.
Cutler trying to fight out of this situation he's got in the Imperium corner. Aichner wanting to make a tag, yelling at Barthel to be ready. Come on.
Chaos, melee, pandemonium.
Tag you. Death Valley driver. You gonna be tagged now? Yes. Okay, good. Here we go.
There's the tag.
In comes
Handed a jaw.
Aichner. Spear. Uppercut.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
What a devastating uppercut in the corner. There's nothing that Cutler could even do to defend himself.
He's looking at it. Hoping to end it here. 1,
Aichner has the cover.
3. Now that's an impressive
And Barthel
tag
had
team
the
victory.
interference. And Imperium
Whenever tag team is
advance.
on the docket, the mayhem multiplies. Here's the proof.
I
That
can
tag
watch
team match
highlights
is
of that
all
one
over
all
the place.
night long. One of the great WWE
end.
matches I've ever been
The
able
best
to
team
watch.
won. And
That
the
was just
best
one of those
team
matches that the men involved should just be
was
proud to be
Imperium.
a part of. A legendary performance.
Here are
Credit
your
where credit's due. The Forgotten Sons put up a hell of a fight, but the Imperium
Marcel
members, Barthel and Aichner,
To start the show.
are victorious and they're one step closer
Win
to getting
right
shot
there
in Mustache
is
Mountain.
beyond important.
They just need to
Believe it or
beat
not,
either
that's just the
Gallus
beginning, folks. Stay tuned for more
or the Grizzled
great
Young Veterans
action.
in 2 weeks on NXT UK, because next week it will be Gallus versus the Grizzled Young Veterans. Hey, up next though, completely different from the story we're telling here, we've got Rhea Ripley taking on Tegan Knox.
We have one of the best talents on the roster to date versus a formidable opponent.
After the women's
gonna be amazing.
women's match last week, Rhea Ripley and Tegan Knox have got a bar to try and reach. Nina Samuels and Kaylee Ray went to absolute war. Nina Samuels coming out on top, but neither woman looking really weak coming out of that. Kaylee Ray looks strong for fighting so long, and Nina Samuels looking strong just because she won. If that match is anything to go by, the NXT UK Women's Division could be the best women's division out of all the 4 within this universe mode. Let's get into it. Here comes former NXT UK Women's Champion herself,
making her way to the
Rhea
ring
Ripley.
from Sydney, Australia, Ripley.
One-on-one action
The
coming
first
up here, guys.
ever
I'm willing to
NXT
bet
UK Women's
this will be
Champion.
one we won't
Lost
soon
the belt to
forget.
Toni
Totally
Storm
agree, Michael.
back at
When you
NXT
have two
TakeOver
superstars
Blackpool
as
in real
quality
life.
as these two competing in the ring,
And
you
she's
can bet
not won it
it'll
back
be
yet.
memorable.
Here comes Tegan Knox.
And
I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about Tegan Knox.
from the Ukraine, Tegan Fox.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one?
I can't think of a better match to kick the night off, Michael. In fact, we haven't even gotten started yet.
Tegan Knox full of energy though.
This will be a tough match to follow.
Full of confidence. But she needs to be full of fighting spirit and full of heart if she's going to overcome Rhea Ripley. This, I don't know. I don't know much about Tegan Knox, but I do know about Rhea Ripley. I know Rhea Ripley is a dominant force.
As we get underway, I'm expecting a hard-fought match between these two superstars.
And Rhea Ripley already pushing back Tegan Knox into the corner. Referee asking for a clean break. And a cheap shot by Ripley. Now Knox with a cutter. And now, I don't think the cheap shot did Ripley any favours now because Knox is in control. To be angry at the cheap shot. Ripley making it back to her feet. Back elbow. Right hand. The grapple's blocked by Knox. Drop kick. Headbutt avoided, or headbutt missed. And Tegan Knox is showing Rhea Ripley what she's got. Got a clothesline. And now the headlock by Ripley. Got Knox on the mat. At least for a little while. Right hand, the abdomen into the face. Chop. And a headbutt. Oh, okay. That's just punishing. That punishes both the women, but Rhea Ripley doesn't care. Hip attack in the corner. Now Tegan Knox in trouble. Although she does reverse. Give her credit for that. Leg sweep on Rhea Ripley. Into the corner now. Ripley come back out the corner. Right hand miss. Tegan's didn't. Back in the corner. Right hand blocked by Knox. And a DDT plants Rhea Ripley, and that could be it early on. Kick out by the former NXT UK Women's Champion. Arm drag off the floor. And a big boot by Ripley. If you know Rhea Ripley, you know she will stop at nothing to become NXT UK Women's Champion. Backbreaker on Tegan Knox. Off the ropes now. Drop down. And a back elbow. He's looking for a leapfrog off that, but I kind of switched it up. Now back into the headlock. Goes Ripley. Tegan Knox fights out again though. They're too early. Try and ground Knox. A little boot to the abdomen. And some more headbutts. 1-0 to Manchester United for any Man United fans out there.
This isn't looking good for her, guys.
Knox baiting Ripley to the outside, but I don't know how smart that is. Try to go for something on the barricade, but Rhea Ripley's turned it around. An Irish whip. Knox hits the barricade hard. Right hand by Tegan Knox. Hurricane Rana now. Back into the ring. 6 count as Knox with an elbow.
I really expected. She shows signs of
Kick avoided by Ripley.
When she gets in attack mode,
And my sister's home. Up is Rhea Ripley.
once again, thank you. Look at this.
Tegan Knox avoiding.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help. Nail it.
I bet you feel foolish writing her off now.
Bringing it back into the ring.
It could be Riptide time.
Keep your eye on
Riptide,
this one. She's got something
there.
in mind.
Or Georgian even.
Incoming.
Hurricane Rana. It looked like she missed, but I guess she didn't. A weird one. Headlock again.
Beautiful technique.
Now this could be Rhea Ripley's chance. Successful complete his headlocks. Never mind, mine's in a damn awkward position. Tegan Knox fighting out once again. Riptide countered by Tegan Knox. Into a cover off the counter. Interesting idea.
She's still in this one.
Well then. That counter from the Riptide just turned this match on its head. But Rhea Ripley would have the victory.
Nasty, so precise.
Now Knox working on the arm.
She wants to finish this.
Oh, Knox lining up Ripley for something.
She's turning the tables.
Reversal by Ripley.
Oh man, she's rolling now.
Belly to belly.
She's back in full control now.
That'll knock you silly,
Up
that's
top.
for sure. Oh, this is dangerous right here.
Goes Rhea Ripley.
Look out!
Leg drop avoided by Knox.
She's got her.
German suplex.
She's fading very quickly here,
This could be
guys.
Tegan Knox's opening.
Seem to be her night
Once
tonight,
again on Rhea
fellas.
Ripley. There are a
I'm not
couple of
used to seeing
chances, and
this.
now this could be the biggest one.
Shoulders
Go for the cover.
She's looking to
And a
get
kick out.
Wow, I thought this was over.
She's in full control now. She's in control.
Uh-oh. Good plant. Ripley face first again.
She's in full control now. This might be big. She's looking at it. She's taking no prisoners right
Jesus Christ.
now.
Kick to the head, into the corner now.
What's gonna happen now?
Ripley countering in the corner. Avoiding the kick. And a slam. Knox blocks her hand.
She's trying to flip the script here.
Ripley blocks the kick, and now belly to belly, and now
See the confidence just beaming from her right now.
I think it's just
She's got her where she wants
full
her.
on confidence now for Rhea Ripley, knowing that she's got this match against Tegan Knox. Is she going to hit it? Riptide.
Driver.
Wow, what a gritty performance.
And now going to the exclamation point.
Uh-oh, pump handle applied. What's coming next?
Second Riptide.
And she looked like she had no chance just a few moments ago. Okay, this time
And Rhea Ripley
And the victory.
making sure she sent a statement to the rest of the NXT UK women's division.
Let's take another look at these ladies going toe-to-toe.
I just love it when the women put on a show
First
like that one.
Riptide
You
was
can see
countered by
right
Tegan
here
Knox.
the moments
Who
that
tried
made
the
this
roundhouse
match a
kick.
great one.
I'm not sure what a finisher is, so I couldn't tell you.
I just love it when the women put on a show
But the
like
first
that one.
Riptide
You can
was
see
probably
right
enough.
here the moments that made this match a great one.
But Rhea Ripley wanted to
Here is your
punish
winner,
Tegan Knox, and she ain't done. Powerbomb by Rhea Ripley. And just another one.
look at her go.
Rhea Ripley sending notice to the rest of the women's division here at NXT UK. She's not going to be stopped.
Trip to the local medical
Going for that
facility might be in order after
NXT UK
that.
Women's Championship. Is she going to hit a third Riptide on Tegan Knox? Hello, Supreme Bart. Welcome to the stream.
She's got it now. That'll
A
readjust her
third
spine.
Riptide takes down Tegan Knox, I think, for the rest of the night. dominant performance by Rhea Ripley. And up next, we've got Mark Coffey, one half, I guess, of Gallus, even though it's technically 1/3. And taking on Zack Gibson, who is one half of the Grizzled Young Veterans. This is kind of a, I don't know if the thing's back on, but this is kind of like a hype-up match. If you guys are just tuning in, or whatever's going on. Next week, Mark Coffey and Joe Coffey will take on Zack Gibson and James Drake. The winner of that will face Imperium in a number 1 contenders match. Winner of that match will face Mustache Mountain at the first NXT UK takeover. It's not going to take as long as the tag team match to load up this because there's 4 people because of the managers. So far tonight, we've had Imperium defeat the Forgotten Sons in an incredibly physical tag team match. And then we had Rhea Ripley just dominate Tegan Knox. Now we're going to see what happens as one half of Gallus takes on one half as the Grizzled Young Veterans. Here comes Mark Coffey.
Accompanied by Joe. And from Glasgow,
We saw Joe Coffey in action last week.
At 238 pounds, Mark
Once I finish talking.
It's time for our first match of the night, guys, and it looks like we have quite the contest coming up.
And good luck to those who have to follow this one. You're going to need it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to leave the commentators keep talking anyway. Joe Coffey had his debut match in NXT UK last week as he just decimated Noam Dar, for lack of a better word. That's introducing Gallus. We also had Wolfgang take on Pete Dunne. Another Gallus introduction. But tonight, we've got Mark Coffey taking on one half of the Grizzled Young Veterans. And we've got Joe Coffey taking on the other half.
and his opponent, accompanied by James Drake. And from England, weighing in at 220 pounds, Zack Gibson.
Zack Gibson looks like he means business. Mark Coffey, obviously the bigger man.
Sounds to me, guys, like this
But
crowd
Zack
is
Gibson,
ready to get this night started.
They're not the only
speedier
ones
man, I
going.
guess. I don't
It
know.
seems to me that
It's going to be
these
interesting.
superstars want nothing more
Clash
than
of
to get their
styles.
hands on one another.
Grizzled Young Veterans with a calm entrance. Both men's singles matches tonight. To see who will have the upper hand. Will it be Gallus or the Grizzled Young Veterans?
Definitely an electric feeling to this
Well
match
then.
tonight.
The only
Mark
thing that
Coffey
would make
straight out of
this
the gate
match
with the
more
belly to
enjoyable
belly.
watch would be if I was calling it without you two bozos interrupting me.
And now a snap suplex. Okay, I think I'm seeing where this is going. Gibson trying to escape. Forearm blocked by Coffey. Now a hard Irish whip. Reversal, kick to the leg. Backstabber.
Kicking the back.
Right hand in the corner, but Coffey reverses. Belly to belly.
Slam down hard.
Jawbreaker by Gibson.
Vicious
And a knee. Doesn't knock Coffey down. Coffey missing wildly with a clothesline. Gibson with an STO.
plants him.
Nicely done.
Like I said, the two more teams that aren't really crowd favourites. Gibson missing the big boot, and now Coffey's going to take advantage.
He's starting to stumble here. Don't be surprised if he shrugs it off and comes back more motivated than ever.
Yeah, he's taking
Oh,
on some
Mark
offense
Coffey can
here,
get
but
the
that's
full
to be
10.
expected, especially
Gibson.
considering who he's in the ring with.
He seems
Reversal.
more motivated than ever
German
heading into this match,
suplex,
which makes me
deadlift.
think he still has plenty of fight left in him.
Boot avoided by Coffey. Another boot avoided by Coffey again. And now Gibson going for the arm instead. And James Drake is throwing a chair. Gibson going back to work on the arms. Smart. Now the face. And then back to the arm again. Gibson now working on the fingers. We've seen that from Pete Dunne a lot. And Gibson doing it as well. Forearm.
Takes him down.
Referee's got a
in
chair.
major way, too.
Doing absolutely nothing with it.
Oh, man, what a
Gibson
hit.
charges Coffey to the outside.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh my god. I just got so fucking lucky. I just got so fucking lucky. I didn't know if that was going to be a DQ or not. I just wanted the ref to drop the chair. Back to the arm goes Gibson.
He's looking a little
Okay, that was a
weary
risky
here.
maneuver. I'm not going to do that again.
This is not how he drew this one up.
The amount of punishment he's absorbed in this match is absolutely insane. A lesser man would
Coffey.
have given up and walked away by now.
Up against the ropes.
About a guy in a match
Off the
like
ropes
this.
goes
And what I've learned
Gibson.
so far in this
Clothesline.
is that there's
Back
no
body
way
drops to the
to
outside.
win.
He's playing with him now.
Coffey
See,
going
he
up
takes
top.
the bait.
Okay, interesting maneuver.
Look at this.
And it connects. Shoulder block. Shoulder tackle, I should say. Whatever you want to call it. It was off the top rope and it looked brutal. Although
Look out. This
Boston
could be-
Crab on the outside.
Oh, he turns it around.
Gibson
And he escapes the submission.
can't hold on.
Good thing. That could have been disastrous.
4. These two men still brawling on the outside. The 5 count now.
Reverses that one.
Right hands to the abdomen. Looks as if the time was given up for this match.
He's got to hurry.
Won it
before
anyway.
he Count it out here.
Time's certainly not on his side, Michael.
One of these guys is going to
9
walk away with a
count.
win here tonight. I
And
just
Mark
can't
just makes
imagine
it back
one of
in.
them
The
also
ref.
accepting
Sorry,
defeat.
Gibson tried to argue with the ref.
Whack. Michael,
Oh, it's got in favor of Gibson there with the chair back into the face of Mark Coffey. Joe was trying to distract the ref for Mark to use the chair and hasn't gone the correct way there.
Double axe handle smash.
Double axe handle, take down Gibson. Both these guys aren't above using weapons if they need to.
This is what
Gibson
makes it
powering
the
out the
best
rest
in the
hold.
business.
Right hand
Talk about how
and
you
another.
make hell beat out of you.
And double knees.
that's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Leaving the ring here may change the entire complexion of this match.
Joe Coffey doesn't notice that Gibson's out of the ring now. And takedown with suplex. Coffey takes advantage of the distraction.
I don't know how much more damage one person could take.
A power slam by Mark Coffey. Cover now
He may get the
on the
3
grizzled
count
young veteran.
there. Easily
Kick out by
kicks of
Gibson.
that one. It's way too early. Boom, what impact.
but avoided.
Nope, reverses it.
Round to the back. Now in the corner, Coffey fights out. Reversal by Gibson once again. Forearm. Never mind the massive clothesline from mean Mark Coffey. Boston Crab applied.
He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
And it could tap Zack Gibson out.
Look at it.
Leg power.
Great job by him there, but he's still in a tough spot, Cole.
He's lining him up. Final cut. Perfectly
Swinging neck
executed.
breaker on Mark Coffey. And that might do the deed.
Will it be?
Joe Coffey distracting the ref.
Look at this.
Cross body by Gibson. Into the barricade goes Coffey. And the other Coffey getting back up onto his feet and reversing. Left hand by Gibson. And a right. And a block by Coffey. The right misses. And now Coffey. Back suplex with devastating effect to Zack Gibson. Now James Drake paying dividends for Gibson here. Small package now by Gibson taking advantage of the distraction. Coffey gets his shoulder up. Right hand into the corner goes Mark Coffey. Reversal. Gibson breaks out the grapple. Trying to think of the word. Fights off Gibson.
Great job escaping, trying to turn
Gibson blocks Coffey's finisher. Turns him around. Deadlift German suplex.
Here we go. We knew this
And
was
now
coming.
Coffey. There's the Joe variety. Is helping Mark Coffey out.
Hooked up.
Inverted suplex. Cover.
Going for the cover. And he doesn't stay
Gibson
down
fights
for
out.
long.
Wow, I am impressed. Just a
Headbutt
nasty
to the back of Gibson's head. Holy Christ. Mark Coffey full of confidence at this point.
Oh my lord.
Left hand
Good night.
to the temple and now deadlifting the suplex.
This one's over.
Another right raining down
Oh, Corey, he unloaded there.
on the bald head of Gibson. Headlock.
Ooh.
Coffey keeps control of it. Once again. Now Gibson fights out.
Their performances tonight, it's
Right hand.
too bad one of these
And another.
superstars has to walk out of here on the losing end.
Power slam by Mark Coffey into a cover.
Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Real close. Too close. for
Oh,
Coffey.
grit and
Look at the look on his
determination
opponent's
helped
face, Cole.
Gibson
He
get out of
can't
that there. That power slam would have put so many others away. Strong Irish whip off the turnbuckle. Reversal.
Enemy hits this.
And once
This one's
again,
over.
Gibson swinging neckbreaker.
Perfectly
The Coffee's starting
executed.
to piss me off. Cover now on Mark.
There's the pin.
Once again. Is that Gibson taking issue?
What?
And a right hand. I think Joe Coffey's been ejected regardless. Mark Coffey, the Gallus member, now on his own.
Oh, he's got him where he wants
He just to
him.
come back up for his match, but for now he's ejected. Buckle ball by Mark Coffey.
What a stop. Good grief.
Cover.
We got a cover. 1, 2. And he got a near fall out of it.
With all
Gibson
the
kicks
damage
out a
done,
buckle
you
bomb.
have to wonder how much more it'll take.
No.
Nobody
Powerbomb.
controls the pace of a
Reversed by
match
Gibson.
quite like this guy. And now-
Double knees.
Can he finish him off here?
He's waiting for the perfect time for a third, final spinning neck breaker.
Power. Wow, what a vertical suplex.
But he's running on fumes.
He's got the shoulders down. 2, 3.
And Zack Gibson
Unreal
gives some
performance.
momentum to the grizzled young
These superstars
veterans.
put on quite a
But
show. Here's another look.
up next, we've got Joe Coffey taking on James Drake.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just
And
be
if
proud to be a part of.
Coffey
A
gets the better of
legendary
Drake, then
performance.
that basically puts us back to square one for next week. Although if James Drake beats Coffey,
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just
They're
be
the-
proud to be a part of.
the
A
veterans
legendary performance.
will be full of confidence that they can beat both brothers.
There's good, there's great, and then there's downright unbelievable WWE
Here is
action.
your winner,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Zack
you just got a taste
Gibson.
of the unbelievable kind.
There's
Kicking off
interference
the
from
night
both
with an
James
impressive
Drake
victory.
and
If that
Joe
match is
Coffey, but
any
in the end,
indication of what to expect here
the
tonight,
bald
we are
man
in for
on the
an
grizzled young veteran
amazing
team,
evening.
Zack Gibson,
Plenty more action
gets the
still to
victory. And
come
up
here
next, we'll see his
tonight,
tag team partner in action against Mark Coffey's tag team partner, Joe Coffey. As I just said, this is the match that's up next, so you guys should have been prepared for it. As you can see, neither Zack Gibson or Mark Coffey at ringside after the hard-hitting affair they just had. But we know this: if James Drake wins, the Grizzled Young Veterans have all the momentum in the world to beat this team and take on Imperium. But if Joe Coffey wins, then back to square one for momentum. Nobody's got any momentum. It's kind of equal. Or is equal. Not kind of at all, it's completely equal. And it could be anyone's guess who wins between the veterans and Gallus. You got to remember next week the Coffeys will have Wolfgang at ringside.
Making his way to the ring from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 182 pounds, James Drake.
Now, if you're wondering why James Drake's coming back out, it's because he went back to check on his partner before his match came on.
What a great match we have here to start off this night, guys.
And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener.
Manchester
I mean,
United won
it could
1-0
very
full
well
time.
be our
Oh,
main
hell
event.
yeah. Happy days. And after Zack Gibson beating Mark Coffey, James Drake looks incredibly confident. All he needs to do is watch Joe Coffey's performance against Noam Dar last week and realise he's in the ring with a beast. Here comes the pain. No, here comes Joe Coffey.
And his opponent,
Obviously
from
incensed
Scotland,
that Mark Coffey lost.
weighing in at
They want to
251 pounds,
regain some momentum for Gallus.
Joe.
Guys, we're getting the night started with an amazing matchup here.
You're absolutely right, Cole. In fact, I don't think there's a better way to start this night than with this match right here.
And for each takeover, I should just make an announcement right now. For each takeover, there will be one pre-show match. For main roster pay-per-views, there will be 2 pre-show matches. Just came to my head then. I should probably announce that because I don't think I did that yet. With Coffey and Drake. And Joe Coffey starting the exact same way as his brother Mark.
You can count me in on the excitement.
Right hand, uppercut. Followed by double axe handle takedown, and Coffey out the gate with power. Scoop slam. Like so we saw Dar and Coffey have a match last week. Dar tried to fight him as much as he could, but Coffey was just too much. And it could be the same case here again tonight. Knee sending Drake out the ring. And I got a custom UK ring. I don't know if you guys noticed. I probably should have said it at the start, but as you can tell, it's got all the NXT UK stuff on the barriers and everything, and on the apron. James Drake trying to fight back now. Needs to reset his match. Clothesline doesn't take Coffey down. Second one doesn't. Tries to side slam Joe Coffey. Reverses. Double axe handle takedown again. Drake is in deep stuck.
This match is so evenly contested.
Rolling senton.
Almost impossible.
The Gallus member.
I guess we'll just have to settle
Now
in
looking to
and
take
get
advantage
to the action.
of James Drake once again.
Nasty impact.
Drake just trying to fight back up, using the ropes to get up.
No, he reverses it.
Avoids Coffey and plants him. First time Coffey's been on his back in this match. This is an opening for Drake now. Don't go for the arm. Oh no. Could take out some of the power moves. Out Coffey's arsenal, just stomping on the arm and the hand. Left hand off the ground knocks Drake to the canvas.
Only one place to go when you're stuck in the firehouse carry. Yeah.
Just planting Drake with a slam.
It's not a pleasant trip.
Reversal. And a drop toe hold. Smart move by Drake. He's going to have to use his speed. Okay, never mind. He's just going to deadlift Joe Coffey. Face first. Wheelbarrow face buster. Coffey escaping.
He's in a vulnerable spot now, guys. Look at him. He's
Oh boy.
Ooh, what impact.
Coffey just trying to get some breathing room here. To make some space. Fine with the referee to count to 10. That's a win at the end of the day. Coffey catches Drake sliding in. Kick to the abdomen. Another kick to the abdomen. And a clothesline. And Drake, despite taking more punishment, has also got more momentum somehow. STO.
Nicely done.
Into corner now goes Coffey. Drake misses a kick. Elbow.
I just can't get over the
Drops a hold again.
physicality of this match. This has been brutal.
Drake did come in confident, but when he's in that ring, he is also talented. You gotta give him that. Oh my god, a stomp.
He's on his heels. Guys, this is where we find out what he's made of. Man, I knew this was going to be a
Coffey, is he gonna power out? Yes, he is. Despite just being stomped. Back elbows repeatedly to Drake. And knocks him down. Stomp now. And the Grizzly Young veteran. Splash by Coffey.
Whoa, down he goes. That was impressive.
Now second rope by the big man. Calling Drake to his feet.
No part of this.
Missile drop kick. And a cover now on Drake.
There's a pin now. This guy just refuses
Kick
to
out
quit.
quickly.
He's still in this. And setting him up there.
Knee to Drake.
It's gonna hurt.
And another deadlift.
Harsh impact.
Suplex across the ring. Drake trying to roll out to the apron to get a breather. And it's worked. Right hand. Right hand also by Coffey. I think his are slightly more devastating, although James Drake or Coffey tried to lock the arm of James Drake, and it hasn't worked here because Drake fighting back.
Now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
Not sure what Drake's thinking here. Shoulder tackle. Fair enough. What's this? Lariat.
Forcefully delivered. But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
James Drake just delivered the thunderous lariat.
This capacity crowd starting to sense the end is near, and here's the
Cover on Coffey.
Well, that was a close call.
Good fights out.
All the damage done, you have to wonder how much more it'll take.
He has him right where he wants him.
James Drake
He's fighting back here.
tries to go for the finish. It's blocked by Coffey.
He might have it.
Just go for a spring lariat of his own, and it's blocked by Drake. Drop kick into the corner. And the speed factor is definitely doing better than the power factor right now. As Coffey gets set to the outside. I have a bad breath. Thank you.
Drop kick. Taken off his feet here.
If you mean I'm bringing down my mic, it's only by accident. I'm sorry.
He wants no part of the outside.
Now, James Drake. Got Coffey back in the ring here, and this is not what I expected at this match. To be honest with you. Oh boy, we're doing this.
He's cheating, Rip. He's cheating. Stop being such a tattletale, Cole. Oh my.
Coffey powers out. Right hand.
Oh wow.
Uppercut. Tried to go for the headbutt, but he dropped down. Smart move by Drake. Planting Coffey.
Caught in leg.
Double axe handle takedown.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
Now Coffey putting push to work. And a belly to belly.
Vicious.
Backbreaker. Second one. Just throwing Drake. Deadlifting James Drake. For a setup powerbomb.
The cover.
That could be the end.
Two. I wouldn't have been
not.
surprised if that was it. Wow.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole.
Reversal by Drake.
Eludes that one. And it's reversed.
Again, back elbow at the corner. The lariat.
Now that's a
James
takedown.
Drake. James Drake is putting his everything into this match. Backbreaker. Russian leg sweep. Another headlock. Is that smarter to do on something that's more powerful? Seems to be working. Wrenching on the headlock. Okay, I forget what I said. It doesn't seem to be working at all.
Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
Headbutt. Oh boy, not just one. Second headbutt. He's not done with the headbutts. Is it going to be three? Jumping headbutt by Joe Coffey.
Ooh, what an uppercut.
What's Drake doing here? It's like a mega long move, which is going to be
Looks to
annoying.
me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
Work on the arm.
No, there's the reversal.
Headbutt.
Using your head.
That is using your head, yes, well done. He's going for another set powerbomb. He is.
With a powerbomb.
Gibson can't do anything about it because he's in the back after his grueling match.
And setting him up.
Oh, using the knee as a weapon.
I've got to think Mark Coffey
And
could be
setting him up
enjoying
on
this.
the ears.
That's gonna hurt.
Going around with knees. And more headbutts. Okay. This is brutal.
fight goes on, the more
He just busted him open with a headbutt. How strong is the head of Joe Coffey?
Nice job getting out of the way of
Trying to go for a headlock. Kick to the knee. James Drake with an opening.
knee right to the midsection.
Swinging lariat.
Warm up the bus.
Cover.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. You can't teach the
Coffey fights out at 1. Okay.
Unreal.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
When this
Drake.
guy's on, look out.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Joe Coffey with a clothesline reversal. James Drake trying to escape.
Here he goes.
Coffey won't let it happen. Just swinging him around by the head. Drops him. And now if you know, then you know. And if you don't know, then you're about to find out. Joe Coffey calling up James Drake.
Here we go a second time.
Spinning lariat.
That was nasty.
And that's how you deliver a spinning lariat, James Drake. Not the flimsy little ones you do. And Joe Coffey evens it all up. We're back to square one for momentum.
And here's a look back at some of the action from the previous match.
The lariats from Drake.
These superstars gave
Couldn't keep
as
Coffey
good
down,
as
but
they got,
one
and these fans got
spinning
their
lariat
money's
from
worth
Joe
the
Coffey.
opening bell.
I think it must have knocked Drake out.
That's what I love about
Could
the
be unconscious.
WWE.
He's busted
A
open
match
those
that
headbutts
lives
as well.
up to
Blood might be just
expectations,
spilling
but
everywhere. I
still
don't know
finds a
on
way
the
to surprise us.
replay screen,
Good
so
stuff.
don't know what could be happening.
You are not going to see many matches as good as that one.
It was a physical match as it was, physical a match as it was between
Here is your winner,
Mark Coffey and Zack Gibson. Only
That's a win to start.
Coffey wins this time.
Yeah, the performance put forth in that match tells me we're looking at somebody who will someday, very soon, be competing in the main event.
What a way to kick off tonight. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're just getting started.
Up next, we've got the main event. As Travis Banks, the Kiwi, who put on an impressive showing last week. Can't remember who's facing firsthand. He was against Eddie Dennis. I think it was a bloodbath, I'm pretty sure. But he's going to get his chance to possibly face Pete Dunne for the UK Championship. But he's got to get through Volter.
We have a great match coming up next. We have one of our
Here we
breakout
go.
talents
The
against
Kiwi,
an imposing adversary.
Travis
Let's do
Banks, upon a insane match. There was a lot of insane matches on the first episode of NXT UK, but he put on the same match then with Eddie Dennis. Kicks out of the planet, I'm pretty sure. If I remember. Not literally planet, but it might as well have done, because he kicked out absolutely everything Eddie Dennis threw at him. But this is a different kettle of fish. This isn't Eddie Dennis. This is Volter. This isn't a former school teacher. This is a man who's been wrestling and dominating people around the world. Main event time here on NXT UK. Travis Banks
making his way to the ring. From
on his way.
Auckland, New Zealand, weighing in at 198 pounds, Travis Baki.
Now Walter's boys, Aichner and Barthel, his Imperium stablemates, won their match earlier tonight.
Corey, I can't think
Will
of a better
Walter
way to kick off this night. I don't know.
beat
Part of me
Travis
hopes
Banks.
Saxton would have got lost on the way to the announce table. That definitely would have made things better. But no such luck.
Both these men could win this match. But that doesn't give them the NXT UK Championship. You have to remember that. This is just to be in the UK Championship match against the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne. But here comes Walter.
And his opponent, from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 310 pounds, Walter.
Imposing as ever. The real life UK champion right now. He used to get through Travis Banks and the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Hold the title in Universe mode as well.
Currently, it seems to me like this is the one this sold-out crowd came to see.
Wearing his jacket is on the back you see Ringkampf, his old stable, which interestingly enough included Aichner and Barthel. This is an imposing man. Travis Banks has an uphill task, let me tell you. I'm not jealous. I'm in the least. Walter and Banks, main event. NXT UK. A right hand immediately uncorked on Banks. Excuse me. We've all got to work on the legs. Oh.
He works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
That's what Travis Banks is going to have to overcome in this match.
Not where he wants to be right now. Hey,
Walter.
he got himself into this mess.
Well, he's got to get himself out of it now.
Drops him on the ropes.
Oh my God,
In the ring general. Clothesline. Elbow, point of the elbow onto Travis Banks' head.
I fully expect him to bounce back though.
Reversal back by Banks. Kick misses. Drop kick to the knee. Doesn't even phase Walter. Okay.
I guarantee you that the post-game show on the WWE Network will be talking about how he struggled getting out of the gate here tonight. Jeez.
Oh no, this is something you don't receive enough from anyone, especially Walter. Back first onto the apron. Banks into the barricade. And now, oh boy. Powerbomb. Oh, reverse into a Hurricane Rana by Banks. This could be his opening, and not one to really take a count victory usually, but he will take it. It is Walter after all, but Walter not even going to let it happen, just dragging Travis Banks out. Throwing him across the floor. Referee counting back in the ring. Headbutt by the ring general. Just throwing Travis Banks around. I don't know if Waller really cares about the count, although he would like to hold that UK Championship again.
Now back to the ring.
Just wasting time here, and it might cost him. Backbreaker though.
Looks like he's
This
starting
time
to
connects. I thought it was powerbomb on the outside. It was actually going to be a backbreaker that Travis connected earlier on. Or I know what I'm trying to say.
And with good reason. He's taken quite a beating.
Yeah, he's clearly
Takedown now by Walter.
right now,
What I'm trying to say was that it was a backbreaker Vault was going forward and Travis countered with the Hurricane Rana.
He has something big planned. He's in full control now.
In full control now. He's been in full control the whole effing match, apart from maybe 2 moves. German suplex by Walter. If anyone can take his punishment, resilient enough to take his punishment, it might be Kiwi himself, Travis Banks. Okay.
I don't know how much more of this he can take. He might just have nothing left to give, guys.
And things look bleak right now.
At this point, he has to be
Look
thinking to
at
himself,
Travis
what do I
Banks
have to do
already.
to get back in this thing?
Gator roll now by Walter. Why would you, what's the point of even kicking the arm? You just destroyed the rest of his body. Might as well continue working on that, I don't know, but Walter now calling up Travis Banks.
He's looking shaky. This could be the end.
Oh my days, knees to the arm.
That has got to be it.
Looking for the win.
And the sleeper hold.
Uh-oh. Got him in the sleeper. Is he going to pass out?
Banks is taking off the legs
He had nothing left.
and rolling out of it. Chop missed by Walter, and that's Travis Banks' opening. Knee to the leg.
Gotta be careful not to take on
No,
too
knee
much
to the
more
leg.
damage here.
Travis Banks taking unreal amounts of punishment thus far.
And there's his speed paying off.
And it may continue here as Walter
Oh, no, we
counters the
got
Kiwi.
guys.
No kidding. Who knows
Oh
what
no.
happened next? Look out.
I thought I'd avoided it, but Travis Banks intent on that move.
He's a long way
Walter
from the
kicks
threat,
out
I
at
can
1.
tell you that. Not yet.
Banks realizes it's going to take a lot more to keep down this ring general.
Fast. Bad spot for him to be in here, guys. He's got to do
Walter's
something
got
to get back in this thing.
Banks caught up in the ropes.
Boom, what impact.
Knee. Now just stomps. And Banks is busted open. That was even quicker than James Drake getting busted open. Backbreaker. Russian leg sweep on Walter. Not looking too much to the legs to strike the vertical base of the big man.
Submission move here.
It's not a submission move, Michael. He's just sitting out on the leg. Reversal.
No, reverses it. Setting
Oh
up.
no. Just throwing
Slam.
Banks as if he's nothing. Look at the face of Travis Banks.
Now that's a display of excellent ring awareness. Nicely
Top
done.
rope now goes Walter.
In
Drop
training.
kick.
Thank you for kicking off your weekend with us. We've got a great Friday night plan. for
Travis
you
Banks
tonight.
to try to create his base of Walter with a big kick. Refusing to let it happen. Forearm to the back of the head. Gonna happen again. Walter, knee to the head. Five count, and Walter feels like he's extremely confident they can win.
You got to wear your opponent down. Find that little weakness that could help you end up with a victory.
The ring general, confidence exuding out of him, but Banks making it back in at an 8. Walter though, relentless on the assault. Second rope.
Vicious attack.
Splash. Jawbreaker by Banks. Looking for the springboard cutter, but Volter had it scouted. And look at the face. Travis Banks. Once again, forearm clattering the back of the head.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
What the heck is Volter thinking here? Interesting maneuver. Okay, just sat straight on Travis Banks. Although Travis Banks somehow fighting back to his feet.
His hopes of winning this match appear to be dwindling in a hurry.
Oh man,
Out of the ring now goes Volter.
He's just taking on so much
Banks.
pressure.
Man, he was making
Try to
it
create
look
some
easy
space,
for a
although he's
moment, which is pretty
got Volter
impressive
down on the
considering
outside.
who he's in the ring with.
Going for a roundhouse kick. Volter back to the arm.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
Banks pointing Volter. And that could be it here. The ring general. Okay. I lied.
You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that. This is not the place where you
Volter to the left to Banks.
Absolutely not.
And again, continuation of the punishment. German suplex. Another knee. Now back to the arm. Gator roll by Volter. He's just been relentless as he always is, but Travis Banks just refusing to die right now.
He might have it.
The sleeper once again.
Beautiful technique. That's what he was
Ow!
looking for, Michael.
Is Banks still fighting in this?
And he breaks the hold.
Breaks the hold again.
Still trying to catch his breath.
Drop kick to the leg. Opening time. Volter smartly rolls out. I need an explanation. To be honest with you. Kick to the back by Banks. Might just be trying to look for that count out.
Gets out of the way of that one.
Any means necessary for the Kiwi. Drop kick.
Yeah, no kidding.
This isn't where he wants to be, guys.
He needs to get back inside that ring. And the slam.
Small package suplex.
Cutting it close here, guys.
7.
What a coward. He's trying to get himself
Volter
countered.
not even going for the count out. Just wants to decimate Travis Banks some more.
Back in
Oh
from
no, he's just going back in the ring. Fair enough. Uh-oh. Banks on his way to his feet. Volter lining him up.
These superstars appear to be operating on fumes.
Double axe handle avoided by Banks.
Avoid that one. Dodges that one.
Dropkick missed by Banks. Volter now caught him again. Swinging net breaker possibly. Oh no, just a suplex. Crossing over the legs.
Your brain.
Right hand. And a clubbing blow knocking him down again. And Travis Banks has taken a lot of punishment than he did against Eddie Dennis, I'll tell you that much.
Suplex. Nice. Hip drop.
Sitting out on Travis Banks.
When this guy's on,
Back to work on the head. Volter's just fixated on that head.
making a statement here with this attack.
Travis Banks fighting back.
Counter here.
Countered by Volter with a DDT. And that looked impactful, but Banks rolling to the outside.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put themselves through. The intensity of this.
Reversal by Banks, that could be his last gasp. Volter blocks a cutter and a clothesline.
Look out, down he goes. And he might not
That
get
might have been
back
his
up.
last opportunity.
Here he
Volter. plants him with the pile driver.
Is over. Corey, check this out.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Walter wasn't done. That pile driver would have finished him. What is Walter thinking?
And he's rolling, guys. This is all but over. Somebody get the
Clothesline.
This guy's on fire. Nobody controls the pace of a match.
Picks him up.
Quite like this guy.
Arm.
Just broken something. Wow.
Cover.
This is
That might
surprising.
actually do it.
The shoulders are down. Oh, somehow.
Banks fights out.
Put in a little more work than that.
Maybe not the smartest idea. But now Walter.
Here he goes.
He's got the sleeper hold in again.
Beautiful technique.
And this time,
This one's over, guys.
Banks can't unwrap the legs. And he has no choice but to submit. Dominant victory by Walter.
Whether you
But
like it or
Jesus
not,
Christ, the
there's
resiliency
the
of
match
Travis
right
Banks could not be understated.
A lot
He
of
deserved
action
the
in that match. Let's
opportunity.
have a look.
And he had the heart.
That's the kind of match that
But he
makes me
couldn't have-
proud to be here
they
at
didn't really
ringside.
have the
Action from the opening bell and a
power
finish
and moves
people
and everything
won't
and all
soon
that.
forget.
Walter did. Sometimes heart
I'm
just
not
isn't
easily
enough.
impressed, but even I thought that
Sometimes
match
you need
was one of the
strength
best I've seen in a while.
and just complete and utter
He's going to
domination.
wanna make sure he saves every minute of
That
this
pile
match
driver
for
was
his personal
definitely it,
highlight
but
reel,
Walter didn't
because
want to end
he
it there.
was on fire in this one.
He wanted to make Travis Banks submit to him.
And the first
And you
Oh
just know
no,
the
not.
rest of the card is
He's
watching
had
in the
enough.
back
He's had
wondering
enough,
how
Walter.
in
He's
the world
actually
they're
had
gonna
enough.
follow that.
Believe it or not, that's just the beginning. Folks.
No,
Stay
again.
tuned for more
Forearm to the back of the head. Back to the arm as well.
Hyperextend
Try
your
to
elbow.
cover every base. Sitting out
Oh boy, he
once
is-
again. This is just cruel.
This could be all she wrote. Well, that'll do some serious damage. That
Walter
should do
just.
it.
I don't know why he's
He
doing
wants it
this. He
one more
doesn't need
time.
to. Banks was done. He's going for the pile driver again. Oh my god.
Spiked him.
But he's running on fumes
There was
here.
absolutely
Does he
no
have enough
need
left in him to
for
counter
that
those?
post-match attack.
Bold move going forward again.
But Walter is showing Pete Dunne what he's up against. Well, that's the end of another episode of NXT UK. If I do this on myself, another good episode, another impressive episode of NXT UK. But that's episode 10 done. I'll see you next time for some Monday Night Raw.